What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And today we're back at the Capsule for an all-Kellogg cereal themed review. Two old favorites turned into cereal bars. That's going to be the Frosted Flakes and Froot Loops cereal bars that were just introduced. Man, these boxes, bold colors. It's like
very nice.
It's like almost 3D. These Toucan Sam and Tony the Tiger. They're beautiful, beautiful HD photography on their part. But the cereal I've been looking forward to most this year is the chocolate chip cookie dough Krave. Chocolate chip, not cookie. Cookie dough themed cereal. Boy, if you know that this exists and you're not interested, I'm not sure CTC is for you. Because this is really outstanding. Look at the back, Ryan. It has the Museum of Chocolate. What? I mean, there's like Krave chocolate chip cookie dough security guards and museum goers and artists and all kinds of stuff. This is just, boy, and the colors just go together so well. This is just, it's a very beautiful review.
There.
Look, lots of new cereals, as with any new year. I mean, look, on Friday, we just covered 8 of them. If you haven't checked out the lightning round yet, you definitely should go back and do so. But I do think that this is maybe even taking it to another level. I want to start with the Frosted Flakes. Let's see how that cereal bar turned out. First up is the Frosted Flakes cereal bars. These were $2.49 at Albertsons in Fort Worth. And let me tell you, they just look absolutely delicious. It looks like a bowl of tiny sized Frosted Flakes with a base of milk frosting. Really encouraged by how these look overall. All right, and cheers. Okay. Boy, that Frosted Flakes flavor is bold.
Yes.
Bold, bold, bold.
And unmistakable. Like, that is so Frosted Flakes.
It also does kind of taste like milk.
Yeah, it's got a Frosted Flake in milk taste.
What happens to the milk when you pour the Frosted Flakes in it is that it takes on some of the sweetness. By adding in this layer of frosting milk, it really mimics the flavor that the milk makes when you pour it over the Frosted Flakes. I'm very impressed. I think texturally, it's maybe even a little bit better than a bowl of Frosted Flakes because it maintains the crunchiness while still giving you that that distinctive milky sweetness.
Yeah.
So
it's not soggy.
Not soggy.
How did they do this?
They know how to make a good bowl of Frosted Flakes in a bar, I'll tell you. Let's see if they can do the same for Froot Loops. And I think we hyped it up enough. It's time to get into the Froot Loops cereal bars. Boy, I cracked one open and it just smells like a delicious bowl of Froot Loops. You got really tiny Froot Loops on this one. It's even smaller than Cheerios, whereas Froot Loops are usually bigger than Cheerios. I also had noticed that on the Frosted Flakes one, but I couldn't tell if it was just mashed up Frosted Flakes or if they made smaller Frosted Flakes. So it looks like they made smaller Frosted Flakes and smaller Froot Loops to put this bar together. Like with the Frosted Flakes, there is that kind of milky, sugary base. I found them for $2.49 at Albertsons in Fort Worth, and I am ready to try it out. Cheers. Ryan, tell me if I'm going crazy.
Yes.
It's way, I might be going crazy. We've been at this for many hours at this point, so yes, I might be. Is it like really soft for Froot Loops?
It's soggy.
Your anticipation in that one is really nice.
What you were gonna say.
Yeah. But like, I like it like that.
It's soft. But it's not. It's soggy is just the word that comes to mind, but not soggy.
I had an hypothesis earlier with the Frosted Flakes one that maybe the milky bottom, the sugar milky bottom, wouldn't translate to a Froot Loop. That was incorrect. I've been proven wrong because it's delicious. It doesn't taste as close to a bowl of Froot Loops as the Frosted Flakes taste to a bowl of Frosted Flakes. So I guess you could say that that's a con, but I actually prefer this to a bowl of Froot Loops because I just like the texture much better. It's maintaining that fruity, F-R-O-O-T-Y taste for sure. If you love Froot Loops, I can't envision a world in which you don't love this. I just can't. But if there are things about Froot Loops that you don't like, I think this may kind of mitigate your risk factors enough that you can enjoy this.
I'm not a huge Froot Loop fan.
I know that about you, actually. Yeah.
I love this bar.
And you do love it. So, I don't know. 2 for 2 for sure. But really, I think where all the chips lie is in a chocolate chip cookie dough cereal. So let's take a look at Krave. All right, and that brings us to the main event. So Kellogg's, the pressure's on because chocolate chip cookie dough, Krave is next. And the thing that I found kind of interesting is that they only put the chocolate chip flavor on the outside of one side, not both sides. It has like a grainy kind of texture, and it's just very different from any other cereal. Of course, it has that filled inside, kind of like old Hidden Treasures cereal. It doesn't taste specifically like chocolate chip cookie dough, or really like chocolate chip at all. I think really it tastes more like the chocolate chip cookie dough flavor that you add to a protein bar. It's not like, but it doesn't taste like a protein bar. It just tastes like that like attempted additive of like a delicious flavor. But really the true test is gonna be in milk. So Ryan, you wanna get an action shot?
Let's do it.
Perfect. So now that we've milked it up here, it looks like a poppy seed bagel on top on top of some of these pieces. Well, let's see how this thing tastes. I like it in milk. It has some extra crunchiness, but the problem is the word dough. There's just nothing cookie dough about it, and that's what made this particular cereal very special, was that it was proclaiming to be cookie dough. $3.99 at Winn-Dixie in Metairie, Louisiana. Would I have bought it again? Yes, I would have bought it 10 times, but it's not chocolate chip cookie dough. That's the unfortunate news. As the cereal pieces get softer, I enjoy the cereal more and more. The outer level with the chocolate chip pieces is staying crunchy, providing a good contrast, and then inside it has additional chocolatey reinforcement. So you're getting good chocolatey taste, you're getting great texture. It's a pretty well executed cereal, except it doesn't deliver what the name implies. So the Gimmick grade, I'm gonna have to lump together both of the Kellogg cereal bars. Their designs are identical, just with slightly different colors and characters. Very bold designs. I mean, really, they're more interesting than they should have been because that's what great packaging will do. And that's what I always celebrate and why a Gimmick grade is very important, because these are going to be well-remembered products that could have been forgotten if they end up going away, or they're going to be, long-standing shelf takers for a long time because people might be more willing to buy it than they would if it was just a boring old label. They did a great job, and for that they should be celebrated. I'll give them a 7.5 out of 10 Gimmick grade, which is about as high as these were going to get, for making a cereal bar out of existing popular cereals. The Gimmick grade,
beautiful boxes.
They are beautiful.
Like, the size, the square shape, they're so crammed in.
Ryan, how long have I been proclaiming that small boxes are the way to go? I've been just shouting it from the rooftop. I'm pulling my hair out, trying to never buy any family-size boxes. So, yes, putting them in small boxes did definitely add to the presentation. And I'm sure that Walmart, if they get them, will have them in 10, 12 packs, something like that, instead of this nice, convenient 6-pack. And it's going to make a difference, and it's going to look a lot uglier. But I'm judging what I have in front of me, and I think it's very beautiful and really nice. Great execution. 10 out of 10 though for the most interesting gimmick of cereal for the year. I love the idea of making a chocolate chip cookie dough cereal. Like, I just can't express to you enough that I just never guessed that we'd ever have a chocolate chip cookie dough cereal.
Yeah.
Now, that's not factoring in the execution. That's just the gimmick. The box design is perfect. The idea is ridiculous and memorable. And that's what the gimmick grade's all about. That might be the first 10 out of 10 gimmick grade of the whole year. So well done to the folks at Kellogg's Krave for that. Getting into the capsule countdown, as we're talking about taste, as you guys may have guessed, third place is going to the Krave chocolate chip cookie dough cereal. A brave attempt. Out of the box, not all that interesting or tasty. Tasted more like a protein bar minus the health benefits, which is never something that you want. But in milk, it was pretty darn good. I really liked that it brought out two different textures. Just a really, really solid taste. So I'm still going to give it a 7 out of 10. Third place on today's capsule countdown. It could have been a lot worse. Look, if it tasted more like chocolate chip cookie dough, it would have got a much higher grade and may have done better in the capsule countdown, but it also may not have because it had two very stiff competitors. Second place is going to go to the Froot Loops cereal bars. Ryan, I see you nodding with pretty adamant agreement, which is encouraging. Look, it's better than a bowl of Froot Loops. I'd take it over a bowl of Froot Loops any day. That's about as high of a compliment as you can give a cereal bar, right? The texture is better, and I just want to keep eating it. You know, it's perfect. It really is as good as it possibly could have been. Now, that said, for me, about the ceiling of where this could have ended up was an 8.5, so I'm going to go with an 8.5. Nice. And, a product that I wouldn't have necessarily thought that I was going to continue eating after the lights went out here today, but I will, and it's very, very good. But I won't until I'm out of the Frosted Flakes cereal bars. This one, I don't even know where to start. The texture is better. The sweetness is literally perfect. It's all of the best parts of the eating Frosted Flakes experience, but elevated a little bit. It's easy, it's quick, it's convenient.
You can do it while
it's delicious. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't have a bowl of Frosted Flakes when you're driving, you know what I mean?
Dennis Reynolds.
Dennis Reynolds, right? I feel like I got to give it a 10.
Whoa!
Like, I'm trying to find a flaw in it, and I just don't see a flaw. And I mean, when something is as perfect as it could possibly be, it's really hard to not give it a 10. So I'm giving it a 10. And I don't see any disputes here from you, Ryan. So that's not throwing that challenge flag. So that's pretty encouraging. Yeah, I mean, for $2.50, get yourself 6 portable breakfast bars that are really gonna. I mean, if you like Frosted Flakes at all, you're gonna love them. You're just gonna love them. You probably love them more than Frosted Flakes. I have a From the Archives product for the ages for you guys today. There's a cereal that exists that I don't think any of us could have guessed. This is the Fred Meyer Z100 Morning Zoo Flakes cereal from 1990. Ryan, can you believe that a morning show DJ cast of characters in Portland got their own cereal?
That is amazing.
From a local grocery store chain. Now, granted, it's Kroger owned. I mean, it's a big grocery store. The backside has the Jammin' Salmon's Cross Weird puzzle, where you have to know things about the radio station, its characters, and the music that it plays. I don't think anybody has ever completed this puzzle in human history. This one is just one I was really glad to add to my collection. There's an Instagram account that actually subscribes to our YouTube channel. His name is Cereal Stash, I believe. And he reached out to me and asked me to check out his page. And I actually kind of stole the idea of these from him because he posted a picture of one. And I was like, okay, I'm buying those. So I found it on eBay and ended up picking them up. And it was one of the smarter purchases that I have ever made. On the next volume, there's no more cereals for 1 week. Next week is an important one for our morning routines, though, because it's combining Coca-Cola with coffee. It's all 5 flavors of the Coca-Cola with coffee line of energy drinks? I don't know. What do you call that? Soda?
Something.
Coffee? Liquid.
Liquid.
Carbonated liquid. Please come back on Monday for that. And of course, until next time, I will miss you until I see you. Go out and get yourself a 10. This stuff is good.